Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I'm going to be doing some scrapbooking using a new collection from 49 and Market called Campfire Memories. It is an absolutely stunning collection, and I wanted to start off here today by showing you the 12 by 12 papers, the pattern papers that are part of this collection. There is also a basics pack that is solids, and it's also gorgeous, and it coordinates with this paper as well. So you can see all of the pattern paper here on the packaging that's included. These are double-sided papers, and you also get a bonus paper on the back side of this packaging sheet. So you do get this page here as a bonus, which is awesome. So they really try to make use of all of the different bits that you're getting here. So I'm just going to flip through all of the pattern papers that are in the pattern paper pack. You get one of each one of these designs, and they're absolutely stunning. I love them so much. And if you followed me for a while, you know that I do have a cottage at the lake. My family and I go up there a lot, and it is going to be fun using this collection to document those memories. So isn't this stunning? I absolutely love this collage piece, and then the back, just so unique. I think Dennis Bruton just did the most wonderful job creating this collection. I think it's just absolutely so pretty. So just this little campfire scene here with the forest in the background, and then the stunning plaid on the back. Just really love this. There's so many ways that you can use this, and the zip strips or the branding strips at the bottom also have really great words that will be great for projects. Look at this. It's so cute. It's like you're looking out the window of your cottage at the lake, and on the back there's this really cool geometric pattern. Another stunning scene of the lake with just some really pretty different details all around the edge. It's actually this one that I'm going to be using for my project today. And then another beautiful design on the back. And then here we have this kind of gives me a little bit of a fall vibe with some of the colors that are included, but I just really love this and the colors of the water. And then we have kind of like a camo look on the back. This one's so cool. It's like you've opened up your door of your tent and you're looking out into the forest. And then the back is like the zipper on the tent when it's closed. Love that so much. And this is just like the most beautiful, serene scene of the dock and the tents. And then we have kind of like a map design on the back, also very cool. So this is the paper that I'm going to be using, and I do have the branding strip removed from the bottom. And I'm going to show you some of the other different products that are part of this collection, including this ephemera pack, which is chock full of so many different little bits and pieces. What I love to do is take everything out when I'm going to start a project and pick out the things that I think will work for the project that I'm going to be working on. And I'll put those in a little tray and get those ready to use. I did also print my photograph. You can see that off to the left. And I have a 3" by 12 strip of white cardstock. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit as we go here and why I'm using that piece of paper. So I'm just going to use it in a vertical orientation over top of that pattern paper. Before I go ahead and use that, I want to use this brand new stamp set from 49 and Market and Sizzix called Wings and Things. This is an absolutely amazing stamp set. I am going to be using this so much because it has these very cool neutral imagery that you can use to create just some marks and some detail and interest on your paper. So with this 3" piece of cardstock, what I really wanted to do was create some detail, not too much, but a little bit, using my 49 and Market inks. And you can see the two colors that I've used there off to the side. And so I used Sea Glass and Designer Denim. These are two of the newer colors, and a block. And I'm just using those stamps to ink up and create some interest on this white paper, just to break it up a little bit so that it's not completely white. Now, what I wanted to say about the pattern paper is just always so stunning and beautiful, but I always need to find a way to bring in some white space for me, for the way that I design and for how I look at the paper. I always find for me, for designing and creating with this, I find it a little bit easier to incorporate my photos if I bring in just a little bit of white paper. Sometimes I use a lot of white paper, but But in this case, it's just a little bit. It's just this 3 by 12 inch strip. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of ink around the edges of the paper just by ink blending it with this blending brush. And this is the designer denim that I'm using here. And so my idea is to bring in this white paper that's fairly blank and use this as a base for my photo. And now I'm just going to do a little bit of ink splatter. I do have a little bit of plastic packaging on my desk. I've put a little bit of that ink and watered it down, and now I'm just splattering with my small brush. And so that you can see that that white paper just gives kind of like a place for me to put my photo, so that my photo is going to be more kind of more front stage on this really beautiful pattern paper. And so I took one of the frames from the Ephemera pack, and I'm adding some foam tape around the edges, and I'm going to place that over top of my 4x3 photo, which is a sunset photo that I took this summer at the lake where our cottage is. And I am going to then just put my photo on there, and that's just going to bump this up and give it a little bit of dimension off of that white cardstock. So I just really love how the white paper kind of breaks up that background and just gives us a little bit of an opportunity to kind of focus on my photograph. I'm using a little bit of Spellbinders repositionable tape to adhere that white paper and my photo down to my project. Now I'm going to use a piece of chipboard for the title, which says hooked on this view, perfect for this photograph. And then I'll just go ahead and use some of the ephemera pieces to embellish. So this piece here is from the ephemera pack. I just cut a little bit of a slit in that area there so that I could fit it, some of it behind my photo and some of it on top. So I'll just slide that in behind, and I'm not going to need to do a ton of embellishing here. I'm adding a little bit of I'm adding one of those rivets over top of the rivet that was on that ephemera. And just to raise that up, I added a little bit of foam adhesive on the back of the rivet, and I'm putting foam adhesive on my chipboard as well to give that some extra dimension also. Now I went into the laser cuts. There are 2 laser cut packs in this collection, and they are both absolutely amazing. And so I went with these little bits of berries, and I'm just going to pop them up with a little bit of foam adhesive, just a tiny little bit to give them some dimension. And that's just going to help embellish that area over to the left of the title. And then I'm going to take this plaid paper as promised, and I am going to tear that just to create some texture. I want to create some pattern on both sides of my white strip that is going to, again, differentiate between the landscape in the background and the white paper. So I'm just taking a strip of that. I'm going to just distress it with my fingers. And I actually am going to change the shape of this a little bit after I add that pattern paper to the other side as well. So I'm going to change this up a little bit in a few minutes here. But I'll just add some repositionable adhesive. I like to do that when I'm just not exactly sure about whether or not I like the placement of things, etc. I'm just adding a little pine cone laser cut to those berries. And I'm just going to take my Spellbinders trimmer here, and I'm going to trim off a piece of pattern paper. And then I'm really trying to preserve most of that pattern paper, the plaid with the gorgeous campfire scene on the back. I don't want to use a ton of that paper if I don't have to. I just want to try to retain a fair bit of that paper so that I can use it on another project as well. So now you can see the shape of that pattern paper is a little bit kind of off on the left side. So I'm just going to pull that out, and I'm going to try to make it shaped a little bit more like the paper on the right side. So I'll just give it a little bit of a haircut there with my hand, and I'll just, again, distress the edges of the paper a little bit. I'll get those both placed with some adhesive, and I'm going to add another little bit of ephemera. This one is from the ephemera pack to that right side. Now, I want to use some of these rub-ons because they are absolutely stunning. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of that plaid and berry detail, which is perfect because it coordinates nicely with the ephemera that I've chosen and with the paper. I'm going to just rub that on to the area below the title with my bone folder. So just giving that a little bit of a press, and then I'll go ahead and take the release paper off the top, and then I'll do the same thing and add a little bit more detail above the frame as well. Because right now we've just kind of really been focusing on that lower portion. I want to add some details up to the top of the frame also. And I'll just go ahead and do the exact same thing here at the bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and rub on, give some pressure on that rub on there with the bone folder. I really like using a bone folder for doing this with the rub-ons. It's just really transfers it nicely and evenly. Although these rub-ons are just, really nice to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and use a couple more pieces of the laser cuts. And these are very similar to the laser cuts that I used to the left of the title down below. And again, popping these up, I'm going to just add them to the area where I have the rub-ons, and not completely covering the rub-ons, but just sort of like adding to the detail there. And then a little pine cone piece as well to that area also. So I'm really liking the balance there. Now I'm going to take a piece of ephemera. This is kind of like a chevron pattern, but it has obviously all the colors, and it kind of looks a little bit like the plaid as well. So I'm going to just cut that in half, and I'm going to use one of the pieces above the photo and one of the pieces below. I'll just go ahead and use my Misty glue press there to adhere this on with some liquid adhesive, and really loving how this is coming together. And I really love that my photo is the focal point of this project, but the pattern paper in the background really just obviously brings the theme of this all together. And I love this so much. I really like how it turned out. A little bit of spot at the bottom for journaling, and this is ready to go in my album. Friends, I have linked up in the description box below to the products that I've used from 49 and Market. Make sure that you check those out. I love this Campfire collection so much. It's called Campfire Memories, and it is stunning. Make sure you check it out from 49 and Market. Have an amazing day, friends. I'll see you again very soon. Take care, be well, and get crafty. Bye-bye.